he also sees the opportunity for Case Keenum to put some doubt into Andrew Berry's mind, who's the general manager of the Cleveland Browns, as to say, well, here's an opportunity for us to negotiate on a long-term solution with Baker Mayfield's contract. That number, as Case Keenum plays and wins games, as Baker Mayfield continues to get healthy, that is a negotiation ploy that they can use against him by saying, hey, buddy, this guy won 8 games in this particular system. He went, 7-1, 6-2. And that's the conversation where now Baker Mayfield number starts to dip a little. It's not that we don't want him, but we don't want him at that price. We want him at the price that fits what we want to do, because as you've seen, we can win with anybody. And those are the sort of conversations that take place in the back room when you're negotiating, when you have a player like this. Now, Baker Mayfield, just like all of us, have family, have friends, and they're sitting there chirping and telling him, man, you got to get back out there, man. They're going to try to mess you over. You got to get back out there. So I believe he's trying to force himself out on the field to protect that salary and also help his team win the games. Now, I don't blame him, but if I'm them and he's not 100% ready, I'm not rolling him out there.
Key, I feel like being an athlete, we've both been ones our whole life, is that there's always this, you want to get out there and you want to compete with your teammates to help them win games, but there's a juncture in everybody's career where you have to be selfish, right? Especially while you're trying to procure the bag. And there's a part of me that wants to tell Baker, this is your time to be selfish, and not in a malicious way, but as it relates to making sure that your body is healed to the point that if you get hit again in that shoulder, you can still be okay to continue to play. And I know as much as you want to be out there and the anxiety you probably have from seeing your money that could be negotiated against you, but as much as you think that somebody thinks that Case Keenum can do well, he can also not do well, right? So there is a calculated gamble, and I'd much rather you take that calculated gamble and you come back healthy, Key, because even if Cleveland doesn't give you your money, somebody in the marketplace is going to give you your money. I just hope he's being advised the right way.
But he's got his 5th-year option. So in that 5th-year option, I believe is close to $20 million. So you good as far as the 5th-year option goes. So even if Case Keenum goes out there and he balls out, and let's assume that they move on let's just say that they go, we don't want Baker Mayfield anymore, they're going to move on for him. Nobody's going to trade for Baker Mayfield with a 5th-year option and give up what it's going to take to get Baker Mayfield and then not extend him. They're going to always trade for you, extend you. Trade for you, extend you. They're not going to trade for you and not extend you. That's not how they do things.
Not sure. It was what happened with Kirk Cousins. Made a lot of money getting franchised before he got, his contract with a different team.
But that franchise tag, Max, the franchise tag is probably about 40, I think it's about 45 to 50 million. Do they
it's nuts. Never mind. Yeah, it's not like, because I still have my head in a few years ago when it's like 32 million. No. It's like
crazy money
in the high 40s now. And don't let Lamar sign first, because then you're gonna look at Mahomes and Lamar. You got to average the top salaries. Oh, it's a lot of money. You might be better off if you can somehow stay healthy. You probably make more money that way than anything, right? But yeah, it's such an interesting situation.
He'll be standing next to Roger Goodell as far as making money.
Yeah, you're not lying.
2 years, 128 million. Wow.
Yeah.
2 years, 128 million dollars.
But it's
CJ, you always
said it. I know you didn't say it. I said it.
Give out the number. I just said making money. You always got to give out the number.
Because making money to me is like making scraps, not 128 over 2 years.
It's part of Baker Mayfield's situation right now is a little bit of bad luck that they signed a really good backup who has had success with the head coach in the past. Case Keenum is like, how many teams? Is he the best backup quarterback in football right now? He's definitely one of them, especially given the situation where his head coach used to be his quarterback's coach when he came in second in the league in QBR to Tom Brady not long ago. he's up there somewhere. Like it's not like if they would have cheaped out on a backup quarterback, Baker wouldn't be under pressure as much right now.
There's somebody somewhere, Max. Yeah. There's somebody somewhere that we're not thinking about
Gardner
that
Minshew,
like we might think is out of the league somewhere. Gardner Minshew's good. But I'm trying to think somebody who had long-term success in the NFL and is like buried on somebody's roster that's good. I off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
Andy Dalton?
Yeah, Evan said Andy Dalton. I don't know if I see Andy Dalton. Well, that's what I said, Keith.
You know who
when the Cowboys picked him up, I thought so.
You know who it is? You know who it is? Mitch Trubisky. That's who it is.
Oh, yeah, good one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Mitch Trubisky is a good one.
I had to think for a minute. Mitch Trubisky.
By the way, and but so much of it is also right. So there's one. So first, there's the issue of who's the backup, and secondly, there's the construction of the team. Like in Chicago, if Chicago had a really good offensive line, we would look at Dalton and Nick Foles a lot differently. We'd be like, ooh, they got a lot at the backup quarterback spot. But because they don't have the line, those aren't the right guys for that team.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.